Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been so excited to do this video. As you know from the title, we are going to be doing a Swiitch Beauty review. As you can see, these are the products that have been sitting on my dressing table for like weeks, and I've just been staring at them, wishing that I could be using them and touching them, but I've been good. So finally we're getting into this. So I'm not going to be waffling on in the beginning because the title's pretty self-explanatory. So without any further ado, let's just get into it. So firstly, the first thing I bought, I just want to say a disclaimer in the beginning that I didn't buy any of the blushes. I know. There's no other excuse. I forgot. I'm sorry. So there's no blush, but other than that, there will be a full face of Swiitch Beauty. Okay. So one of the things that I bought was their Swiitch Beauty Squish or Soft Beauty Sponge. Apparently, it's a latex-free and squishy AF. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this sponge to put on my foundation, and then we'll get into the rest of the stuff. So I just want to show you that this is I think this is my Real Techniques one. Yes, it's dirty because I'm not going to lie, I don't wash it every time. I know, gross. But this is the Real Techniques one dry, and this is the Swiitch Beauty one dry. So I feel like I'm watching Mythbusters or something because they always have like experiments on hand. But I got my cup of water, and I'm just gonna wet my Real Techniques one. Now let's go in with the Swiitch Beauty sponge. Oh, what is that? Okay, well maybe it's just because it's new but I'm just rinsing that bad boy off. This thing is massive. And okay, so I've just wet this Swiitch Beauty one, and this is the Real Techniques one. Look how big Swiitch Beauty one is. It's huge. And this is basically maybe a little bit bigger than what it was originally, but this is at least maybe 2 or 3 times bigger than it was originally. Wow. So let's get into my foundation. Foundation on, cool. My foundation went on so quickly because the sponge is so big. Yeah, it's great. I think it doesn't soak up a lot of foundation, which is great. But other than that, I think my makeup on went pretty normally. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it does the foundation justice and making my foundation look good. So that's all I want. So even just for the size of this massive sponge, I recommend getting it. I think it was about 100 Rand or 150, I can't remember. But I will link everything in the description below so you can have a look at it yourselves. So I bought the Beach Brow as well, and I bought this in shade 2. So if you watch any of my crime videos, I don't usually put anything on my eyebrows because they are quite dark, but the more I'm watching myself on camera, the more I'm noticing that they always say your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins. Mine are like cousins because the one eyebrow is beautiful, it's like so nicely shaped, and the other one is like just everything that the other one is not. So anyway, enough waffling. So I bought the Beach Brow, and it's a beautiful little pink package. To be honest, this is smaller than I thought it would be. I have very small hands, and it's maybe like the size of my palm, but you know, I'm not complaining. It's beautiful packaging. It's just smaller than I thought, but let's actually see what's inside. Okay, so let's swipe up here. As you can see, even just here, this eyebrow looks fantastic. Not mad at that. I really like that. Even for me as a noob with eyebrows, don't ask me to draw in my eyebrows. Don't ask me to be all fancy with like a powder and like going, no. Doesn't compute in my brain. But this, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that looks pretty good. I think they're more like, if I look in the viewfinder, I think they match a bit more now. This is still the problem child, but it's not too bad. So I'm just touching it now. It's only been a minute after I applied. and it's a little bit, tiny bit coming off on my fingers. Don't even know if you can see that's how small it is. But otherwise it's pretty dry. That's what's always what I worried about, that if you touch your eyebrow then your whole eyebrow is like off. So this is the actual cheekbones Duopan contour, powder contour. Hello to sculpted cheekbones and sharp jawline. Each compact is filled with finely milled, buttery smooth contouring powder that diffuses to leave you with the most natural shadow on your skin and can be built up intensely. Okay, so I just opened mine. It comes with a little plastic thing. Okay, so I'm going to take the warm shade, sorry, the cool shade. Put that there, and then let's take the warm shade. Put that there. So those are the two shades next to each other. Take the lighter shade and go into the side of my cheeks with it. Wow, firstly. Wow, that is pigmented. That's enough to go on like both cheeks. And okay, so I've just taken the warmer shade to just contour my cheeks a little bit, and I'm going to take the cooler shade to maybe bronze up my face. So what I'm noticing is that the little bit, like the tiniest little tap in these pans goes such a far way. Like I barely have to touch it and I can see the pigment already. I'm just going to take a tiny little brush like this and I want to try and contour my nose. But I think I'm going to go in with the warm shade to try and do that. Okay, so I went way too heavy-handed with that, but there's so much pigment payoff with this. It makes me so excited to get into the eyeshadow palette. So I probably should have gone in with this before everything and straight after my makeup, but we live and we learn. But this is the No Color Translucent Powder that mattifies, blurs pores, and sets makeup. Okay, so that's what it is. It's called Matte Bounce. Okay. So this is how much product is in the pan. So I did see this like little flap thing on one of the YouTube videos that I watched, and I always wondered what it was, and I think I read up on it on their site, and they said that I could be wrong, I really could, but if you want to mix like foundations and everything, this is just a little like tray that you can mix your powders in so that it's like yours, it's hygienic, and you can take it on the go. So when you're not in your house with like that beautiful little like glass thing that you see the YouTubers mixing their foundations with, that. So I don't know, maybe it's that. So inside it's like, it's got a little covering on it. So let's just pull that back.
A few moments later.
Let's pull this. Ah! Oh, there's powder coming out already. Okay. The little sticky stuff is stuck on here, but it's fine. I'll take that off later. It's at the bottom. So the powder's coming out of the top. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a little trampoline mesh. Okay, I'll take that like plastic off later. But that's what it looks like with the powder. So I'm going to take my beauty sponge, and this is supposed to blur my pores. So let's see. Wow, it does actually blur my pores. Guys, I'm shocked. It actually does blur your pores. And it's nice and soft on my skin. Did I just find my next go-to powder? So I am incredibly pleasantly surprised by this powder. It's a bit messy when you first open it and all the powder's everywhere, but much of a muchness. That is nothing to sweat about. Wow, it really did blow my pores. I think my face is a little white, like from all the powder, but you know, I should have done this in the beginning before I bronzed everything. But I'm really impressed. That is incredible powder, and it did blur. I obviously have pores on my face, everyone does, but quite a lot here just on my cheekies, and it's all pretty much blurred. I can see a little bit over here, but other than that, I'm looking smooth, guys. That's really cool. So let's go in with this palette. This is the Glowgasm palette from Swiitch Beauty, obviously. Intensely pigmented and blendable AF. So it comes with like a top part. So this is the palette. Let's open it. Plastic, it's fine. So it comes with a cool little mirror. There's me. Glowgasm palette on there. And the shades are there. So let's do some swatches. So I think I'm first gonna go in with Rosé on the top over here. Don't know why I'm holding this up so intently. She's ready. So that's what Rosé looks like on my finger. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so let's go in now with creme brulee. So that's creme brulee, that's Rosé. The last one I'm going to go in with to try out is Diamond Walk. So let's take the last finger. So this is Rosé, creme brulee, and Diamond Walk. I'm gonna go in with Diamond Walk and creme brulee. It is a beautiful color. Wow, I'm impressed. I want to try it with my finger as well, so let's try it. I always prefer doing my highlight with fingers anyway. It's just such a beautiful highlighting palette. I think if you wanted to do something subtle, you can. And if you wanted to go glow to the gods, then you can do that as well. I'm gonna take a bit of creme brulee and put it down my nose. Wow. But let's go into eyes now. And this is the Slays for Days palette. And this is Bomb Ass Eyeshadow, intensely pigmented, warm toned and blendable. So that's that. I do believe that there's going to be plastic. Fool me once. Look at how beautiful all of these colors are. Wow. Also comes with a mirror on top. Also got a magnet little close, so that's really cool. It's all in the little details, guys. I'm gonna go in with this top right color over here, which is Aisha or Aisha. Put the tiniest little bit on my eyes and I can really see so much pigment, so we know that this is gonna be a good palette. Lids are prime. I think I'm gonna go in with Lorato next in my crease. So far I've just dipped into two shades, which is Aisha and Lorato, and I'm pretty impressed. I really like the colors. If you're interested in like how much dust or pigment is falling out, there's really not a lot at all, if even. So I think I'm going to take a bit of Hannah and Lesedi to go in with like a pop of color, I think. So let me just dip in Hannah and then Lesedi. I think I'm gonna go in with a bit of amber. Just on the top here to make it more like sunrisey. Guys, I can't even, this palette is stunning. Wow, okay. Lastly for the lid, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is called Emma. And I'm just gonna take my finger with it and put it on my lid, because it's like a shimmery shade and I always do my shimmers with my finger. So I'm gonna keep to my trueness. That is so much pigment pickup from that shimmer shade. Okay, then just with a small brush, I'm just gonna go back in with Hannah and Lesedi on top. Go at the bottom of my eyelid. This is just a really stunning palette, and if you can get your hands on it, wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the priming of my lips first, because we all know that my lips are very dry. So this is the Swiitch Beauty Prime Lip Prime Time Kit, and it is lip exfoliating gel and matte balm. So it has lip prepping and lip priming. So it's when I open it, it comes with these two. So first let's go with lip prepping, and then this is the lip priming. Is apply the gel liberally onto the lip area, wait 60 to 90 seconds, and then use circular motions with your fingertip to rub the gel in until you see dead skin cells. Yeah. Okay, so literally looks like a gel inside, so let's see. Okay, so that's the lip prepping gel on, and I can see this already taking off my makeup that I had on my top lip. With liquid luck next, which is the eyeliner. Okay, so let's try this. I'm not the best at eyeliner, but we can do this. This is so pigmented. So before I finish my eyeliner, I can't deal with my lips. Let's take this off my lips quickly. So, my first thoughts on this eyeliner, wow. The way that it just so quickly glides on, I don't have to go and fill it in again and again. And this has matte and shimmer over my eye. I'm very, very impressed. Now, can I do it on the other side? That is the question. Really, really soft, and it's just so pigmented. I can't, like, I'll show you here. Look at that. It's just beautiful, and none of these products were overly expensive. I'm really, really impressed with that. Swiitch Beauty is just impressing me today. So I put the gel on and I wiped it off with some tissue. To be honest, I feel like my lips are drier, so they are dry, so they feel soft after that, but they're dry. So that's what I'm assuming the lip priming balm is for. That's what the inside of the lip priming balm looks like. What does it actually say the instructions are? It says, apply the balm after lip prepping gel and before going in with any lip color. Okay. Doesn't burn your lips. Well, so far it hasn't burnt my lips yet. So I'm just gonna leave that on for a little bit to dry. I got two of their lip colors. These are their Air Matte Weightless Matte Crayons. So I'm excited. I saw both of these colors online and I was like, oh, they have so many different other colors, so definitely go and have a look at them. So I'm just opening the boxes here. Okay, so this is Double Tap. It looks like that. And then this one is Thick. So Double Tap is definitely more of like a pinky red color, and Thick is definitely like a brownie nude, I would say. Okay, so I think let's go in. I think I'm gonna go in with Thick. So I'm gonna use Thick. Also, these they aren't roll up, so you do need to sharpen it, and I did buy their sharpener. I think it was like 30 Rand on their site. It's like one of the big ended ones. So okay, so let's go in with Thick. Guys, like, I'm continually being impressed with this brand. So as you know, I have very dry lips, and I'm not sure if it's the Air Matte itself or because we did that whole priming thing before, but like it like glided on. It went on like a dream. It was so smooth. It's literally like a crayon that you have to color in, but I love it. I'm happy with my color as well. Thick for the win. Wow. I bought these from Dischem, which is the Allure London Pre-Glued Volume Lashes, and I wanted to try them out here with you today. So apparently they're already glued, so you don't have to worry about that. You just have to cut it to your eyelash size, and then yeah, you're ready to go. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to trim these fake eyelashes quickly, and then I will pop them on. And it's literally as easy as that. Like, I'm shook at how cool these are. So if you really struggle with gluing your eyes and waiting for that, I really recommend using these. These are so easy to put on. They're pretty stuck on. So it's not like the glue that you get when you have to glue it yourself. It's like glue, like you gotta pull it off as well. And then the last thing I have to show you from Swiitch Beauty is this bad boy, which is the Swiitch Beauty superhero spray. And I've left this to last because I got this as a gift for my birthday from my brother's girlfriend. So I have tasted it before I got everything else, and I just used it on bare skin or like to set my makeup. So that's why I'm using it today, is just to set my makeup. And I should have maybe used it to prep my skin, but I got really excited. So this makes your skin really glowy, by the way, if that's what you're wondering. So it smells beautiful. It is so relaxing and rejuvenating on the skin. And just after I do my makeup, I put it on my skin and it just makes it so glowy. Obviously it's a bit wet now, so it'll dry down and it'll just look like a beautiful glowy texture. Not that the glow palette didn't give you that much of a glow. My final thoughts on Swiitch Beauty is I am incredibly impressed. You get all these hypes about these incredibly high-end brands and they kind of lose sight on making things that are practical sometimes. And Swiitch Beauty has just made things that I'm honestly loving. I'm obsessed with this lip color. I'm obsessed with the eyeshadow palette and with the matte finishing powder. And almost everything that they have I was impressed by. Like the lip priming kit I will definitely continue to use, but I am just very impressed. And if you can get your hands on anything here, I really recommend it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed it so much. I have been waiting and I felt like I treated myself to another birthday present or another Christmas present because I was so like overwhelmed by everything. But really everything here I really did love. And if you want to start building your collection of makeup, this is a great brand to start with. Or have I started my collection with Swiitch Beauty, but I will continue buying with them because like I said, I'm really impressed. And I'm going to stop rambling now about how impressed I was. You should take a shot for every time I say it. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here and thank you for all the support. I love making videos and I hope you have a great day further, and I definitely hope you're staying safe. So thank you again. Bye.